The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you got the Dow up 35. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are up 4.5. We have gold flat at 11.05. Silver's down 11 cents at $14.94. Platinum is down $2 at $9.52. You got copper off 4.5 pennies at $2.27 a pound. Oil is moving around all over the place. It's flat right now at 46.30. Bonds, 10-year off one tick, 126. 30-year off 15. And King Doll was up 76 ticks at 98.11. And Starbucks went up on my drink 12.3%.
I was getting texts at 8 in the morning about inflation at Starbucks, and I was texting you back examples of my inflation. Isn't that ironic? When I told you, I'm looking at lease payments, and I literally sent an email back yesterday saying if I'm going to have to roll my lease into a new lease and it's going to be a 20% hike in my payment, then I'm going to have to reconsider everything. And that's what I said. Let's take a week because I'm not in a rush, fortunately, and that's I didn't expect it, right? 20%, 20, and you just got to look at things like that.
It's huge. So I'm at Starbucks this morning, folks. I get the same coffee every day, and we know Starbucks is expensive anyway, right? So they have these. I don't even know what you call them. I should know. It's like a Clover machine. So they have a Clover machine, right?
It's a press.
Yeah, it's like a French
coffee.
press, right? So what happens, folks, is I get a grande in a venti cup with 2 shots, right? Now the grande,
a little bit of caffeine.
Yeah, slightly, right? Yeah. So the grande, let me get this straight because I always paid $6 total, so it's $3.55. Yeah.
Plus the 2 shots of espresso, which are like 75 cents each, I think.
Yeah, $3.55.
Maybe $4.55.
It went up more than that, man. This is crazy. I got to get this straight. No, I mean it went up so much it was sick. The bottom line is that. Yeah, well, it went up from normally I pay $6 and today I had to pay $7.07.
We're gonna have to call those Starbucks people and find out how much.
I gotta Google it, man, because if Starbucks actually went up across the board, let's just see this right now. If they ever went up across the board like 12%,
it's probably very inelastic, right? Nobody's gonna stop going to Starbucks when they raise their prices. I would agree with that. That especially.
Yeah. Doesn't have a thing here about Starbucks.
There's not breaking news on those price hikes. Get that breaking news.
I know. Well, well, the thing that's amazing.
If they did it today, yeah. Well, so maybe you just didn't notice it. Maybe it was last week. I mean, that's
no. It was today.
It was today. Okay.
This is why. What happened is this: the signs are still up with the old prices.
Okay.
And I really don't care about $1. Okay, but what ends up happening is that I don't want to get ripped off $1 either. I thought the guy was just making a mistake at the counter.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
they're going to deal with that a lot. Everyone knows what their Starbucks price is.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's one thing that you just see it so much.
You do.
When I was there.
And so what happened? He said, he says, he says the price is wrong. So he checked it again. The way that the prices go at Starbucks. So check this out. You talk about being on the cloud, right? They changed the prices. So
that's poor management if they didn't even alert the people behind the counter.
No, so
I'm surprised that's how.
In the register, the prices were changed, and up on the board, they weren't.
That's really surprising.
I could have fought it. I know.
You could have fought it. It sounds like you talked about it.
No, I didn't.
You should talk about it.
I didn't.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I didn't. So if we look at Starbucks, right? So if you, oh my God, this is pretty sick. Because if you just look at their gross, we got to find this out. If you look at their gross right now is $4.2 billion. So to take 10%
Where are you
of
looking at that?
2014.
Okay.
Last quarter.
Okay.
Oh, in 2015.
That's
oh my God.
Yeah.
It's more than that. It's $4.9 billion.
Yeah.
So if we take 10%, just a 10% hike, oh my God, that's monster volume.
500 million.
Yeah, which they're saying they're going to make in the first quarter, 5.4 million.
Right.
But the first quarter got to be all Christmas presents too.
Yeah, it looks like that's usually, well, no, they're pretty staggered across, they're pretty constant. They don't have the spike that most we saw. I forget what we were looking at yesterday, but they had the big spike. I think it was what was it? The company with the fourth quarter big, either way.
That's great. So we're gonna look at more of this, but folks, Starbucks inflation's here.
We were talking about yesterday. And
If in fact Starbucks went up across the board 10 to 12%, we really get inflation.
Now I think it can be store by store though, because of course in New York, Starbucks prices are not what they are in Clearwater, Florida, et cetera.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So it could be just that one place. But no, it speaks to the same thing, right? It does, and that's probably why there's no news about it. It probably is just store by store, but they're going up maybe across the board.
Now let's look at this. This is pretty disgusting, folks. When I bring up here, wait to see this. This is the ultimate, and
the ultimate
how sharks go after sharks in the financial business. This is Valiant Pharmaceutical.
Oh, look at that today.
Valiant's down.
Is that daily?
That's the daily. Valiant is down $15 and now it's down $16 today. Now,
it's a tough day for Ackman, right?
Well, Ackman's on the front page of the Wall Street Journal today.
Oh, jeez.
Now listen to this. This is pretty intense. It has that. So the Wall Street Journal has been piecing together what he's done.
I'm sure they're all trying to cover what's going on here.
And bottom line is that he didn't double down, but he definitely just kept buying shares.
Oh, right, yeah.
But they have the prices that he bought the shares at.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Like squinching in fear of what, right?
Seriously.
Yeah, no, I bet,
Okay. They have the price that the first shares that he's in at, folks, he was in at $200 and something dollars.
I was like, don't say 200. Don't say 200.
It is.
Yeah.
It's $200 and something dollars, okay? Then he doubled down at $107. Didn't double down. He bought
107?
107.
Okay.
Bought 2 million more shares at 107.
Man.
As soon as I read that this morning, I says, you know what, man? The rest of the broker-dealer, community going to be going right after him this morning.
Yeah.
Sure enough. That's an easy squeeze.
It's tough, man. How much heat can he take, right? That's what you got to ask when you see that.
It was showing it was 20% of his fund position.
What's tough, though,
there he is right there. 19.4 million. Now, what's intriguing about that, that's supposed to be updated, and it might just be Bloomberg. Because as soon as you own over 5% of an equity, it's supposed to be updated immediately.
Okay.
But you can see $20 times 15.
Maybe that's just his position. Everything else, he can argue it's a trading position or something like that.
No, they have
still, no matter what.
But that could be Bloomberg too. That's just not. But it
is outdated. That's only 6:30. That's only June 30th.
That's right. That's right.
There's been a lot of action since June 30th.
No doubt.
So that's not. Yeah.
And a few of these others, there's
been action across the board.
What we didn't read about was John Paulson. Now it got killed too. He just bought before this thing croaked.
Yeah.
He had 9 million shares.
Can you go back to the chart? What was it at around that June 30th?
Yeah, let's pull it up. So.
Yeah. No, it's right. I mean, it's two. I mean, so those numbers. There's been massive shifts from all those.
Yeah, this June.
Yeah, it's at the highs basically.
$224.
Yeah. So it's down 75% since.
Yeah.
Yeah, options to peak D staying in the den. That's a great point. That's what, there's huge, even since those numbers, equity-wise, I'm sure, let alone the options, right, and all that stuff.
What does happen there, now this is where, what one of the targets say in the den, there's no doubt he's a huge user of options, okay? He sometimes uses options, so it might not be in there. If that's the case, though, then he's going to be in, more than likely, he'll get in hot water with the SEC.
Why so?
This is why. Because he was on Fast Money on CNBC the day it was going down, saying he bought 2 million shares.
Right.
And bottom line is that the last time that he did a deal between Allergen, he did it on an option deal, but that would be pumping his stock, saying specifically.
There's nuance. I agree with you. Don't worry. I agree with you completely.
There's definitely a nuance, okay?
Yeah.
But if I've learned anything, if he had a winning position on that, guess what? He'd win on the SEC.
Everything's
a losing position, they're going to whack him on the way down.
It's tough. It is.
Because they didn't get him. See, when he did the deal with Allergen, he made $2.5 billion. So you don't have to feel bad for the guy yet, okay? But I think he's in.
Never said I feel bad for him.
He's in hot water right now.
Sure.
That's for sure.
The other side of that is he likes these types of deals where he is the face to turn around a momentum play.
So
that's why I think I assume he did his homework and he knows as much as you can probably know at this point. That's the assumption I make. I mean, you know,
that's
he's
a good
not,
assumption.
And I say he doesn't know everything. He knows as much as you can know, though. But that's important because that's as much as everybody else can know as well. That's how I was looking. I was thinking about this.
That's
you know,
right.
So he thinks that he can take the information that's available and spin a PR battle. That, I mean, that's that's what it looks like right now. So.
Oh no, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
And like you say, perception's everything, right? So he knows the available, and I just.
No, that's real. The key is, will he be able to withstand?
Oh yeah, they're going to come out.
The Goldman Sachs of the world,
right, sure.
And everyone else saying sell. We're going to get him out of this position.
It seems suspect. There seems like they're playing games. So right.
No, are you kidding
whether
me?
they can, whether the information is out there enough to take the company down completely, that they are.
And one really has nothing to do with the other on a short-term basis.
Right,
that's the thing that's bizarre.
But they both matter.
Oh, they definitely
having them both
matter.
going against them is a tough deal.
So let's go over and take a look at the NDX. They're whacking the NDX right now. So, these three black crows are basically in play here.
Qualcomm, huh?
You got Qualcomm's taking it south. That's down 755. Now, Qualcomm, folks, you got to remember something. The NASDAQ is a modified capital-weighted index. And what that specifically means is this. The NASDAQ 100 are the biggest tech stocks in the world, right? But the NASDAQ, they modify it, so some of them get more weight than the others, and Qualcomm's one of them. It's like, it's so...
And which way is Qualcomm right now? Are they heavily weighted or not?
Yes, they're heavily weighted.
Okay, we'll have to pull up their market cap. I'm sure it's all market cap based, right?
It is market cap based. You stay right there, folks. Tommy O'Brien, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now down 9, Nasdaq's off 19, S&Ps are off 2, and we're going to have to go over to natural gas because good old natural gas, folks, is going to be coming out with numbers in another 10 minutes. Right now, we're up 6 pennies.
Can you drill that down closer to, what is that, daily? Can you put it down to a...
That's a 10-minute.
Yeah.
So we had this morning, and I want to thank Dave from Clearwater, texted me over this morning when someone was buying 10,000 contracts out here this morning. We know it's going to be wild. That's the bottom line.
Where were they buying? What time was that? Was it on the spike or?
Yeah, it was on the spike.
Okay, yeah.
I'm telling you, folks, you have to love, if you haven't put your broker dealer in, well, here, go test drive Thinkorswim. I mean,
I was like, not your broker dealer.
Yeah,
you Thinkorswim.
It blows my.
That is what he's using. He shows it to me.
It blows my mind how
technology is everything. We're working on an app. We'll get it out there. Thinkorswim, managing your account, just complete access, everything, profit loss, your positions.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. I like this better than just being on the computer.
Apps of the future, man. We were talking about it yesterday. I was showing Facebook has an app just to manage your ads. You don't even need it. You can boost your posts. Everything is just right at your fingertip.
And it's like insane. And what ends up happening is that it'd be nice if I put the password in correctly. What blows my mind.
It's good they keep you out without the password, right?
Yeah, no, totally. What blows my mind is that, I like trading futures, so it's 24 hours a day. And it's so easy. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And it stays up quite a while, meaning that I can keep this up, and then I don't know, if it's hour, 2 hours, will stay up, and then you have to re-sign
you don't need to log in.
If I don't,
it keeps I think as long as you're active every hour, 2 hours, that's how most apps will be, or internet pages.
Right.
They keep you logged in. It's probably cookie enabled.
So the way this looks at this point, right?
So you're waiting for 10:30 numbers, right?
You're waiting for 10:30
numbers.
You know the spike's going to be intense now.
T-minus 5 minutes.
Well, I did the numbers on this morning when I was looking at this. So it's taken over 2.317, which is the high of yesterday. We're at 2.322. So that would set up.
So it's like $2.32.
Yeah. So that would set up. It wouldn't set up a spike that much higher. It sets up about I think another 4 or 5 pennies. Because I tell you right now, I took the top of that, which is 2.31, and take the bottom and say, okay, you're at 2.25. So
it's like 6 cents.
Yeah.
And then are you coming off of the bottom?
I am.
Yeah.
And I'm just, that's taking the most conservative way.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? So, bottom line is that we're going to know where that shakes and bakes. And,
We'll go into this break. We'll be watching that market.
Oh, boy. I'm telling you, man. In the market itself, folks, bottom line, these 3 black crows are in play. Bizarre, man. I mean, yesterday the market had a shot to take it over. Today, there's some selling pressure in this market. There's particularly selling pressure in this NDX 100. It looks like it's early. It's early in the day.
Big dive right now since we've been on.
No NQs. If you look at these NQs, that already overtook the lows of yesterday. It's going after the lows of 2 days ago. You got to sell it. Look at the size of that.
Yep.
Someone's hitting this market. That's a That's more selling that we've had than the last 3 days.
I know. It's always interesting when you put it in and you compare quick moves to previous days.
Exactly.
You know, yesterday, you're talking about Wednesday, Tuesday, so boom, 72 hours erased in 20 minutes, right?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's like, it just continues to happen. And yeah, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Go over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner at the top or the side, and they'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And guess what? You can trade natural gas on the Nadex platform, and that is the way to trade it, too, by the way. You know, a couple tigers are in there.
We'll pull it up and see what's going on as we come out for these earnings.
Right.
The numbers, not the earnings, but...
No doubt.
And Daryl, of course, will be on the show tomorrow morning, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. I'm sure with the jobs numbers, non-farm payroll.
Big.
That's always a good discussion to see what he's doing when multi-leg instruments, right? He's buying, he's selling.
Totally. So if we go into the commodities right now, and we look at this, there's natural gas, okay? And look at how cool is that? You can just play the 10 to 12 if you wanted. I mean,
you can play the 9 to 11.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. And so let's see, we're at 2.316.
I mean, that's pretty close to the middle of the spread right there. Pull this over. So here's natural gas. Perfect. Here we go to the break. We'll pull up the spreads.
Amazing. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Come right back, folks.
If you're looking for a great opportunity to diversify your financial portfolio and hedge against the falling stock market, consider the new Market Safe Metals Hedge CD from Everbank. This 5-year indexed U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to metals with gold and silver components and allows you to hedge against falling equities with a short component on the SPY ETF. You can earn up to 45% capped upside payment at maturity if gold and silver increase in value and the SPY ETF decreases across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on the CD. Don't let fallen markets get you down. Get the Metals Hedge CD. The November 12th funding deadline is quickly approaching, so hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome, folks. Dow right now is down 60, Nasdaq's off 37, S&Ps are off 8.5, and natural gas, folks, went the right way for us. Bottom line.
So they said, let's go over it. Inventories, right? They had 52 billion cubic feet, and they expected 57 billion. It's that simple. But inventories also, I saw highlights are like all-time highs or something like that. So it's. But it is spiking. I mean, let's go back. Let's go back to the Nadex chart real quick. So this is natural gas.
It's a beautiful.
And this is the other thing. Download the demo because these are the types of charts. We're going over. You're pulling up all the charts, being like, all right, I have to make sure we have live natural gas.
And this is real time.
Live natural gas right here.
Right.
Beautiful charts, and you can do drawings. You can do everything like that. So that's quite a pop. That's the 1030 bar.
Oh, it's a big pop.
That's a 4-penny pop, which $10,000 per point, 4 pennies. That's $400, $100 per penny.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what's amazing? This is where it's so deviant that you're at all-time highs in storage and it goes up.
I know. Expectations are everything, right? Expectations are everything.
It was 5 billion less than they thought, though, right?
It's all-time highs, and guess what? They thought it was going to be bigger all-time highs. That's all that matters. That's
pretty sick. Let's get a Mark in Denver, Colorado. Hey, Mark, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Good.
Cool, man.
So talk to me about Qualcomm. It's breaking out its August 24th lows with volume.
See, I mean, you know what? This is so funny, folks. So picture this. On the break, I'm saying to Tommy, I'm saying to myself, to him, I'm telling you, man, if this is the Three Black Crow, you're not going to believe what it's going to do. And he's saying, I'm not going to believe it, huh? I'm not going to believe it. And the reason being, folks, is that, as I said before, Three Black Crows are really hard to set up. But you can't believe that it can test it, number one, and then it blows apart. And now this is another piece of evidence that a probability that we're in trouble here in the marketplace. And it's specifically because August 24th, as Mark just said, it's blowing out its lows. And guess what? It's blowing it out with volume. This is like insane. And the reason I think it's so insane is this, folks, is that when we came down so hard on August 24th, a lot of these prices weren't real. Well, when I say weren't real, 1 or 2 trades.
Very overextended. Yeah. No, for a brief moment, right?
For a split second. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And this.
Sometimes they were real, though, right? That's
no,
like this. That's what I'm saying.
This is when you know that they actually were real.
Yeah.
That the market went there.
There was truth in that day in some aspects.
There was. We went to $52, and then it went from 52 and did a counter trend bounce up to 64. And now it's going to do an ABC down. Yeah. That's like insane.
So, can you talk to me about the weekly? Because the weekly does have quite a bit of volume on that week. So I'm just trying to think if we're going to bust out the weekly.
So weekly, thus far, we've done 44 million. You'd have to do 104. That's going to be That's probably not going to do it.
Because we're going to probably we've already done 17 today, so we're thinking maybe if you just multiply that times 4, you got another.
Yeah, 2 days in a row you could do it.
Today, who knows what could happen if it accelerates this afternoon for volume, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so holding it back.
Let me pull it back.
We're early in the day, right?
Yeah,
we're only an hour into the trading day, right?
Let me just
17
pull this
million,
on a monthly for a second. So on a monthly, you're already inside the 56 range.
We could do 100 a day.
Yeah, right. You just don't know. And
it looks like, I mean, what's the next stop is 43. 43.84. I'm just going to the
big volume there.
Yeah, it's just a monthly that,
It's March of 2010 he's looking at.
And what this has, folks, okay, and this is what's important to understand too. It has all the makings. You can see at the high there's zero volume. Yeah. The thing is insane. Folks, you got to wrap your head around what distribution is. And it blows my mind that they can keep stocks at highs for so long a period, and the volume is like nothing. And then you see it down, and you don't want to have to always look back and say, "Oh, it was right there," because it's how it works, And I'd love to know fundamentally how you can keep something at a high and there's no bias.
Yeah.
Just keep feeding the market stories.
Well, it's interesting because they had a decent quarter, but they guided lower for the next one. So it's really interesting how much that's affecting this thing.
And okay, what happens, folks, is this. So picture this: Qualcomm, their business plan is so phenomenal. They get paid licensing fees. Okay, it's huge. It's a great business. You know what I mean? This is a stock that's always going to be around. Every cell phone we have, they get paid licensing fees. What they said on this call here, they feel a lot of people in China are ripping them off and not paying the licensing fee. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I'm just looking at the chart you have up. You look at China. No, stay right there. Okay. Look at China for 13.3 billion% of their revenue. I mean,
right.
That's like their entire company basically. So
yeah.
I'm looking at that.
No, but yeah.
It's saying the United States is only 246 million. I don't know how that's. We'll have to look into
It's because all the phones are getting made there.
Yeah.
And that's where they have to pay the royalties to the company.
Okay.
And what they're saying is that they're not getting enough.
So that's where they take in their revenues in China.
That's correct. And they're saying that they're getting ripped off in China. And I didn't listen to the conference call. I listened to an analyst that was saying what was going on at the conference call. And he said that it wasn't really clear how or when they can get that straightened out. And in fact, would they?
It's a big problem.
Yeah, it's a monster problem, I'm sure.
All right, well, thanks, guys. And then take a look at the IBB. That's taking some stuff down here, too.
Oh, we love the IBB.
Yeah, it's a good move.
The IBB is going south, folks. It's going right. The cool thing here is that IBB, and this is a classic, bottom line is that, it went right up to that downdraft and rejected it with lighter volume. And now the key is if you are short the IBB, what you want to look for is that you want to look for an expansion of volume as we're coming into this lower swing point. So, because the IBB, no doubt, can do some very fast destruction inside the NDX 100, Cooking, brother.
All right, thanks.
Thanks,
okay,
Mark.
Man.
Take care,
Have a great
man.
one. Have a safe one. Look at them take this market apart, man. Now, the real key is going to be, do we get an expansion of volume? Because yesterday, you can, if you're a bull, even a bear, it was really a flat market.
Yeah.
I mean, it sold off, but
there wasn't a move like this going on.
It didn't tell you anything. It really didn't. You know what I mean? What I thought was unusual is that the market definitely had a chance to get up over its highs and really get some action going.
Yeah, a little pullback going on, natural gas.
Well, see, this is going to be perfect. Dave's going to trade the heck out of this now because this is where. So check this out, folks. Okay, so you had the bust top side with volume, gets up to what? It was 235. Did it get to? Yeah, 235.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, now it's at 233. The buy, you let this come all the way back to like 232. You get lighter volume at 232. Bang, you get action, man.
Yeah.
So. I suspect that, and what's going to be cool is to see if, in fact, this has any strength. That's what we'll find out. Does it have any strength?
Are you talking about natural gas or just the market?
I'm talking about natural gas.
Okay.
Because that natural gas, there's no doubt, very well could still go to 190.
Okay.
You know,
yeah,
the
that's
way
what you're talking about yesterday
Yeah,
with him.
the way that it was set up is that, hey, 190 was game, man. Do you know what I mean?
And
now,
that's the low from like 2010, 2009, years ago. What, 2012?
2012.
Yeah,
April,
a couple of years ago,
April
3 years
of 2012.
ago. So not recent, but
Right.
it's there.
It's there, you know.
And it looks like, you know, the chart, why don't you pull it up and we can look at it? Because there's a lot of times where it's ebb and flow and it's
Oh, there's no doubt. NGZ.
as high as it can go. It seems it can come back down to that
Oh, it can,
190
man. It can.
to this 230 area.
See, now this is what we will get out of this today, and this is what I'm going to really dig, is that you're going to get the aspect of, you know, we made it to the 2.348 I have, but you know what?
Are you dealing with delayed feed there?
This is a delayed one, right?
Yeah, that hasn't had the spike yet because
You know, right.
that's 2 minutes behind probably.
Yeah, so what we'd want to look at, let me just pull this back up for a second. Yeah, there's the, see, this is going to be cool, man. I'm going to have to get real quotes on this. Oh my God. Because I'm going to start trading this. I have this now, but I only got one contract.
Especially around news.
Yeah, well, it'll be the
inventories.
See, the real trade is like right on this pullback here. That's an easier trade. See, right here, for if you're scalping,
Trade that retracement. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
That's an easier trade.
Sure.
The news is out. 2 or 3 pennies in it. You know, a couple contracts
okay,
here.
made its move. I'm gonna get a little pullback here.
That was a high risk staying in it, but I was looking and saying, okay, what's the end of the world here? One contract's not going to kill me.
Right.
You know
No.
what I mean?
As long as you know where your risk is somewhat contained in terms of you're willing to take that big hit because there's big profit potential.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Let's go take a look inside this NDX, and what I want to look at. I want to, Facebook. Bottom line, big numbers, yeah, and they're not selling it off, but they're selling it down a little. The market's probably selling it down.
Yeah.
110.65 to 108. Yeah, they are. They're gonna.
Yeah, the
market's gonna sell this
hard,
down.
yeah.
That's what's gonna happen here. The market itself is gonna sell the baby down, which is pretty intense. Bonds haven't moved yet. Bonds are trying to get to that lower swing point.
Can we take a look at oil?
Yeah,
Oil.
absolutely. CLZ.
I was looking at oil earlier, and there was some big moves.
The movement's sick, I know. CLZ5. Okay, so we've done 185,000 contracts, and we're at 45.74. So this is saying, again, this can pull back into the beginning of 43.06. That'd be crazy, man. Not crazy, but
no, it's big,
yeah. That's
$43 oil. It's a lot. Yeah. It's not bad.
Let's see where the gas is at. So, natural gas. Unleaded is down 1.9%. Unleaded is at 135. This is, it's so cool, man. Having oil less expensive, that by a dramatic way filling our cars up.
Right. No, it's
huge.
real money. It is.
It's real money, man.
And you see it every week or two. I see it twice a week for the amount of driving I do.
Do you?
Yeah,
That
for
much?
sure.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
You got a smaller tank too, though, right? Do you? How much does it cost you for fill up?
Like $40 right now.
No, that's a decent tank. That's 18 gallons or something. Yeah. So let's go to the Dow. See what's hitting the Dow out here. The Dow's down 71. Inside look at this. It's Chevron, and Chevron's gone to the moon too, though. Chevron, Caterpillar. Oh, Disney's coming out with numbers. I wonder if they come out today or they come out after the close. Let's see this. Is today the 5th?
Yes.
So after the close. Now, the last time that Disney came out, man, they got hit. Because that was the
it's all ESPN.
It was
it
was the cut and cord deal.
Yeah.
That Iger come out and said that flat out that he thought that's a challenge for them.
Yeah.
That the cutting of the cord was a challenge for them. And TWX, Time Warner come out yesterday. Same setup. That come down. That went from 78 to 75.
And I think in part of the ESPN contracts that they have with some of those providers, they don't need to be in 100% of the pay packages. And what's beginning to happen, I think they only need to be in 80 or 90%. And so they're even offering to regular cable customers plans that don't include ESPN, more so than they ever used to, which is a big hit to them.
That's huge.
But it'll be interesting to see what happens because ESPN, content is king. I always say it, and they're just going to have to shift it to a different model at some point. Like this week, they just announced Jon Stewart. Did you see he made a deal with HBO?
I did.
So it's going to be mostly online content to begin.
In short form.
In short form.
Yeah.
Right. HBO, I think, really has it going on.
They do.
I instantly thought, well, I'm not going to be canceling HBO anytime soon.
Right.
And they just have great movies, whatever it be, shows, Game of Thrones. I watched an episode of Game of Thrones last night, literally.
Yeah. Was it good?
It was. I watched it a while. I haven't watched last season, so I watched the first episode of last season. I got a whole season to go. I'm
gonna have
excited.
to try. I started.
Oh, you like that one?
Once.
That one though, you like really got to pay attention, and that's why like it's complicated, and still paying attention, you get a little lost.
Yeah.
But as long as you can't have it in the background. You can't be doing anything else.
Have you watched Peaky Blinders yet?
I haven't. I know you like that. I got to check it out. That's a Netflix show, I believe. No, is it just on Netflix?
Oh, it might be. No,
maybe it's a regular show, but
it's Peaky Blinders, folks. It's dynamite.
I know they have it on Netflix.
It's
either
about.
way.
It's about
like it's set in like older England or something?
Yeah, older England. It's a gang. It's an Irish gang in older England.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
Totally. Oh, and he's vicious, man. The guy is absolutely vicious, man. I'm telling you. I'm glad we didn't, be around a long time ago, man. It's like there's some sick characters, man. Let's go to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on, brother?
Hello, Tommy. Tom.
How you doing, man?
Well, I just, I seem to have to call you every day.
We like that, man. Hey, listen, I was talking with Nico yesterday morning. We were working out because when you had called into Nico and Paige, or you were asking about Insure, right? It blew my mind that Insure, the top.
I was watching the show in my office on Friday.
The first product was water and then sugar. I'm saying to myself, man, this makes no sense because the reason that I'm saying this, Mike, is that when my mother, she took Insure, right? And she was skinny as a rail, and she always told me that this is going to put weight on her. And then I'm listening to this, I'm saying to myself, how many people are taking this and don't realize that it's water and sugar, man? It blew my mind. Yeah. Yeah,
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
That's telling Nico.
My poor mother, if she knew it, maybe she'd be still around. I mean, it's like sad. Here, stay right there. Dow Industrials are off 85, Nasdaq's off 42, S&Ps are down 10. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
On 72, Nasdaq's off 38, S&P's are down 7.5. And don't forget, folks, you can get all the program at TFNN right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. We're talking with Mike from Dallas. And we're going to be talking about the Nadex platform?
Yes, sir. Over the last few days or weeks, you have always mentioned that on the long-term spreads, the 415.
The 80 point is, yeah, okay. Yeah.
You try to go in if you're buying at the lowest end of the box. Is that correct?
That would be correct.
Okay. Now, if you do the spreads that are 10-point spreads,
yep,
where do you try to go, into the middle of the box?
Well, what happens is this. It's a lot harder. On a 10-point spread, what happens is that even if it's near the end of the box, if at the beginning of the time frame, meaning they're 2-hour time frames, what happens, let's say that the spread is from 2100 to 2110. And the market is at 2109, that spread will still be like at 2106. So that's where it gets a little dicey. There's no doubt. So that you're going to either give or take premium at that point. Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point, also, it's like the 20-minute binaries.
I've tried those. I don't do those. That's just a little too. I listen, folks. If you try them, do them on paper. You'll do them all day. They're addicting, man. When I've done them, I haven't been able to do a thing of work. Do you know what I mean? So what I do like, what I've been doing a lot, man, which I like doing the commodities on these. The commodity they tick really well.
There's been a lot of movement too.
There has been a lot of movement. I mean.
And that's with Nadex.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And I think, Mike, the reason why he does it is that he's just more comfortable, and I'm the same way, placing trades where maybe you have you're risking 1 to make 2 type, or risking 1 to make 3, and so you're paying a little bit of premium for that by entering at the lower end of the box. But maybe if it's a 10-point, you're putting up risking 2.5 to possibly make 7.5.
Right.
That's correct.
So
that's correct.
That's an easy one, and I think for both of us, where you wrap your head around that and you're making those decisions whether that type of a trade can be profitable 1 out of 3 times. If you're doing that, you only need to be profitable 1 out of 2 times. You could be 50% loser, and if you have your risk reward right,
And And you use the same principle, Tom and Tommy, with your grains too, with the boxes.
Yes. With everything.
Yeah, with that.
What happens? Yeah, I trade the exact same way no matter what.
Because we're trading directionally too, which is, so you're looking for that move.
Okay.
Now, Daryl's a different case where he's not trading necessarily directionally. He does all the time, but he'll just soak up premium on both sides maybe.
That's right.
And so he's taking the other side of those trades, maybe on both sides. He's the one that is putting up 3 to make 1. While taking a small amount of premium. So that's a highly profitable trading method, too. You just have to be aware of what you're looking for when you're entering those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you so very much, and have a wonderful day.
Thanks,
You
Mike.
too.
Take
Have a
care,
great one, man.
Thanks
Have
for the
a
call.
safe one. Yeah, it's important to be
Everything is risk reward.
It
That's
is.
what and everything is what the market expects, because the premium's based on what the market is expecting movement. The possibility of that movement. So if you're going to pay for that option, you're going to pay for that vehicle. You're going to be paying premium. Well, you better expect that there's going to be the movement more so than implied in that premium.
No doubt. And that's, And Disney is coming out today, Terry, after the close. Disney's after it says it's after the close. It was a question of the day. Yeah, 4:15 this afternoon. Stay right there, folks. Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next with you, growling a problem with you. Then Daryl Martin, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. We'll be back this afternoon. Andy Hecht is right after us. And Andy's got a great webinar coming up also, right?
He does. Sign up. He just released his morning report today. Weekly report, Technomental Commodity Report, right on the front page. Sign up.
Have a great one. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, man.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.